Hi there. I am very excited to talk to you today because I want to share with you how you can create a really amazingly thriving clown business. Now, this is something I am so passionate about and committed to because it's really, for me, where I can have maximum impact in terms of getting clown out there into the world to do good. Because if I can help you to create a thriving clown business and you're out there delivering the work, you can reach a lot more people than I could ever reach on my own. So it's really important to me, and I'm so happy to be able to talk to you a little bit about this topic today. So, are you at this point interested in making a living from just clowning? Not just kind of scraping a living, but really thriving, really making enough income that you can have maximum impact, you can have a very enjoyable life, be in control of what you're doing, and really, live to your true potential. Maybe you're a very experienced clown artist, maybe you've been working for some time, but you haven't quite been able to figure out how to harness that to really, to really live the dream for yourself. Maybe you've got so many ideas about how to do that, but you're not quite sure which one to start with. Or maybe you just lack some of the technical know-how and feel a little unconfident about, how to do maybe a lot of the online marketing and getting new people in or creating a website, all these kinds of things that seem really complex at first, but actually can be broken down and learned fairly simply. If that's you, if you're in any of those categories and you want help creating your thriving clown business, then please stick around, stay to the end of this video, and I'm going to try to explain how I can do that. Because as I said, this is something that I'm very, very passionate about and committed to helping you do. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself, first of all. My name is Barnaby King. I've been making a living completely from clowning for about the last 15 years. I've been doing clowning for a lot longer than that. But, initially I was a theatre director and a performer and then got into clowning and started to make money from it. But I thought that I would have to get a job, right? So I did a PhD in performance studies, looking at clowning mainly. And then I got a job as a professor in a university and taught clowning and physical comedy for a number of years. And it's true, this did give me great financial stability. And I was making a living from clowning. But it was also very, very stressful and not satisfying in many ways. Being inside this big institution, having to work for somebody else and follow somebody else's decisions, this just wasn't me. I mean, I love to make my own decisions. I'm very independent. I want to be in control of what I do day to day. And so about 2.5 years ago, I quit that job of being a professor in the university, and I set out on my own to set up my own clown business. At the same time, my wife was setting up her own business in bodywork and Feldenkrais online, and I've also been supporting her. So actually together we've been running 2 online businesses, and it's been very challenging. I mean, right from the start, there were so many failures, so much learning. And 2 years ago, I didn't know anything about business. I was just an artist, a clown artist. I had no idea how to be an entrepreneur, even though I kind of knew that I wanted to be one. So I had to do a lot of learning from scratch. I read a lot of books. I invested in a lot of training, online courses that are very expensive, and I made a lot of mistakes along the way. But now things are really taking off, and we have 2 very successful online businesses that are only going to grow with time and make us, the kind of revenue, the kind of income that allows us to live very comfortably, to feed our families, and to invest in amazing new projects and expand in exciting new ways. So I want to tell you how I think I can help you do exactly the same. So what I thought I'd do to start is to tell you what I think are the 3 biggest lessons I've learned so far in these last 2.5 years, the 3 keys to running a successful clown business. The first one is to have very clear goals. You need to set yourself your objective. Where is it you want to be in 3 years from now, or even 5 years from now? And that is financial goals. Do you want to be earning 5K a month, 10K a month? 100,000 a year? What's going to make you feel really, really good and excited and be able to have the maximum impact that you possibly can and the lifestyle that you want? But it's also the personal goals, right? What is it that you see yourself feeling good about and feeling fulfilled and leading the life that you want and really living your life's purpose? You have to be very specific. You have to develop those ideas from deep in your heart, and you have to write them down and then work slowly towards them. That's number one. The second key, which is something that I found a little difficult to get my head around at first, is that you have to start thinking like an entrepreneur, not like a clown artist. Well, actually, you have to split yourself in two, because the successful business needs the clown artist to be there, but it also needs the entrepreneur, the business owner. And ideally, those would be two separate people, but you don't maybe have that luxury. You've got to do them both yourself, as I have. But you may be a very good clown practitioner, and you may not understand anything about what it means to be a good entrepreneur. So you have to separate out those two roles and start to see the business in quite an objective, kind of dispassionate way, as a business owner would see a business. What is actually effective? What is a good use of my time? What is a kind of income that the business needs to be making? And to not be swayed by sort of emotional feelings that you might get as an artist, that has maybe self-doubts. You have to be taking very ruthless decisions as the business owner and an entrepreneur. So that's the second big key. The third, perhaps the most difficult one, is persistence. You have to not give up. This is the biggest mistake that business owners make, is that after a year or a couple of years even of not making enough profit or any profit, they give up because they think it's not working. But very few businesses turn a profit or even show success in the first couple of years. So the majority close because they're not making money, and the few businesses that become successful are the ones that keep going, that persist in pursuing those goals and objectives they had at the beginning, and they find ways to make it work slowly and then more and more easily and more quickly over time. So you're going to face challenges. You have to make a big investment up front of time, of money, of just your sheer willpower, right? It's going to feel dispiriting at times. It's going to feel difficult. You're going to feel like a failure. But if you can overcome that, then I can guarantee you will be able to have that business, have that life of the clown that you want. So, what is it that I can specifically do to help you? Well, I think for all three of those things, particularly the last one with the persistence, but also for the first two, it's really important to have a mentor, to have a coach and a guide. And I'm already doing that with a number of people. We are meeting once a week. I'm helping them create their business plan, their goals, to make those really difficult decisions as an entrepreneur, but also to get excited and motivated and to support them through the hard times. That is something that I would love to be able to do for you if you're interested. But in any case, even if you don't want to or end up working with me, what I'd really like to do is get on the phone with you to give you a free consultation. And in that consultation, we can just, go into depth about what it is you want, what skills you bring to the table, what you envision, and we can lay out a kind of a plan. Now, if you don't end up working with me in the long run, that's absolutely fine, and hopefully you'll have still got some good value from that conversation. But on the call, if I feel like I can help you, I'll also tell you what that would involve, right? We can go through and look at the different possibilities. So if that's something you're interested in, you can just click on the link in the notes below this video, or you can type the URL that's coming up right here. That will take you to a page where you can book a call with me for free, and that'll even generate a Zoom link, and you'll just use that link to get on the call at the time you've booked for. So I'm really hoping to see you very soon, to have a conversation with you about how you can grow your amazing, unique clown business, because no two businesses are alike, right? You have to find the one that is right for you, the one that really calls you to action, and the one that calls other people to action as well. And I promise you, when you find that thing and it starts to fly, it is amazing. It is such a good feeling. And you know that you're doing good in the world, and you know that you have security in the world as well. So thanks for listening to this, and I really look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.